Hi and welcome back. Today I would like to show you the 5 books I bought during the month of September. I'm not expecting any other ones. That's all that I've ordered so far. So I've only got 5 to show you, but there are 2 or rather 3 books that are less known, I think, because I couldn't find any flip-throughs of them. From this one I only found one, made by Coloring in the Dark. So I knew what to expect from this one. I bought it second-hand, and it's a nice in-between sized coloring book. If you look at the regular A4 sized one, you'll notice that it's a bit smaller in the height and in the width, I think it's called. So it's by Nashana Webb, and it contains cute and rather simple pictures, although some are more detailed, but most of them can be done quite easily, I think. I bought it for this picture, in fact, because I really like that snail and the little elf sleeping on the house of the snail. Also just some nature pictures with the cute little mushroom houses. So I'm flipping through this one quite quickly because there's another one online. This is a cover, also a beautiful one, and I really think it's a nice for doing in between bigger projects, or when you're into fairy coloring and don't want to spend too much time on a new picture. This one is quite suitable. This reminded me a bit of Maria Trolle coloring books, with the water and the tree and stuff, and the little I think they drawn like flowers. I thought it were some fireflies, but I can be mistaken. The paper is Create Space, but most of us know that these are perfect for a base layer of marker and pencil on top. And I even use my wet media for them. At the back, some test pages and just a regular back. The next one is bought because of the naughty Jen at Reading with Pugs. She did a flip through of this book, and I immediately ran to Amazon to order my copy, because pumpkins, mushrooms and witches, what more do you want? I'm not going to flip through this one, just quick, show you quick some of the pictures. You get 2 sets of each picture, so you can experiment with some color schemes, one darker, one lighter, or as you please. So I couldn't resist buying this book. Jen has a full flip through of this book on her channel, so head over on her. It's called Reading with Pugs. It's a quite recent video, so you will be able to find it fairly quickly. So Jen, this is all your fault. Thank you very much. The next one is also one that I bought without a flip-through scene of it. It's a quite big book, but I can't zoom out any further, and my tripod is at the highest level possible, so I will do my best to do a good flip-through. So this is also bought second-hand, And I'm glad I didn't pay full price, because I really like this picture. And the paper is Create Space, but no problem there. But some of the pictures are quite, the ladies look quite funny, I think. They also look very similar, but on the other hand, some of the misfits do too. And the characters of Sherry Baldy, Heather Valentine, Julia Spiri are also a bit similar in faces. So maybe I don't have to be a bit, see, just the same face, only other hair. But maybe I'm too picky about that. I love this kind of pictures, very simple, and yet you can really do lots of fun stuff with it. So this I don't like very much, but you can't like every picture drawn in a coloring book, I suppose. So it really has some potential. It's nice that the pages are quite blank, so that I can use some of my funny stamps. At least that's the plan. And you get some really big-headed girls in this one, and some drawn from further away. This one is also a very cute picture. So this will also be very suitable for markers and pencils on top. And I will even play with my neocolors too on this one. Thin paper doesn't stop me from splattering and then painting around. I'm looking forward to the crinkly pages already. This is a bit of a Julia Spirit. It has the same feeling for me. So, and that was this book. It's by, where's his name? Nick Snells, I believe. Yeah, Nick Snells. That's the artist of the book. He has a few. So that was this one. And then another one that was completely new to me. It's a grayscale one, but I read in the comments on Amazon that it's not a real grayscale, and I was glad that it wasn't, because I've never colored grayscale, but it's not my cup of tea. I prefer line art. But I wanted to give this one a try because fairy tales and I'm hooked. And if the critics or the criticism was that it wasn't a real grayscale and it was a bit too much of line art, I was completely fine with that. So I will do a flick through of this one too. Also bought second hand, and you can see why. But the rest of the book is in excellent condition. Only the front cover is a bit bumped. You will notice this lady is going to come back in a few pictures, only there will be other backgrounds. And there are some other figures too that are repeated. But okay, that's not too terrible if the background is different. So it is indeed grayscale, and this is a lot of grayscale for me, but it's a beautiful picture. She's coming back also a few times. But some of the pictures are less grayscaled than some others. Like this one. Only a few leaves and details on the flower, but for most of the picture, for me, it's line art. So that's okay. And I really like, this is also a line art, so that's perfect. The tree, that doesn't matter to me that it's grayscale, but it was definitely one I would look into, and if it was not my cup of tea, I could have sent it back to Amazon, but I'm going to keep it because I really like, oops, sorry for the bump. I really like my fairy tales, and it's a bit a pity that there isn't an index anywhere where you can look which fairy tale you're looking at, but some are quite obvious and others not. Here's Ariel again. Beauty and the Beast. So his jacket is grayscaled and a bit of detail here and there, but other than that, it's quite okay for me. So here's Ariel again, but in another position. Here's that fairy again. So they are repeated, but always in another context. This one I've seen also a few pages back. The one, the girl with her hands is also repeated. But okay. Nevertheless, if you like grayscale or semi-grayscale, it's definitely one with beautiful drawings. The paper isn't very thick. It's also, it feels like Create Space paper, but I hope it is, because then I know that I won't have any trouble with my pencils or my markers. If it's too shiny or not tooted enough, then Alice again. And here she is again. I was a bit annoyed at first when I saw it, but on the other hand, oh well. Here's the girl with the hands again. It's also a quite thick book, so it's I'll forgive them for repeating some of the characters. And she is again. Rapunzel we have also seen at the beginning. It's also quite a big book. It's I can't frame it in total. Here she is again. And I think we're at the end now. Yes, you get a few test pages. And I think there is no artist other than QB coloring books. I'm going to look inside. No, a bit of advertising for their other books, but that's it. So if you want this, look for QB coloring books. It's quite thick. So, yeah, I like it. And the last one, I couldn't resist. Christmas, Little Mice. Yep, I was sold. These are some bonus pictures. The real ones. And here. And it contains some cute scenery again. This one is adorable with the crying little one. I just had to pick this one up too. So I'm totally settled for the Christmas period. So that was my very small book haul. In the next few days I'm going to try and finish another picture to end in September. But I can already tell you that my finished pages for September aren't 17. I believe I have colored for a maximum of 6, I think, maybe 7, I don't know. So that will also be a shorter video than usual, but better a video than no video. So I'm wishing you all a pleasant evening or morning or afternoon, and we speak soon. Bye bye, and thank you for watching.